I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't give a fuck about that PPP warrant list. Don't motherfucker calling me talking about your cap. You heard about it? It's like, bro, it don't matter to me. They ain't coming to get me. They might come and get your peoples, but they ain't getting me. The number one reason is my name ain't Arthur. You take that where you want to take it.
Yo, so I'm seeing everybody posting about this PPP shit, right? And like, I'm like, damn, hold up, is they really liking people? So me personally, I just felt like if you was missing out on that shit, you was done. Like, and at that time, I was just at a low time in my life when the PPP shit was going on. It just caught me at a winter time. So, like, yeah. Yo, why the fuck I just go on the website that one of the ladies said you can go up on her and it's a warrant list for everybody that did the PPP? Why the fuck is my name really on there? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I wasn't the one that did that shit. My cousin typed that shit up. Like, would I get in trouble if she was the one that did all the typing shit? Like, I didn't even know what was going on. She just told me I could get some money. Shit, give her $3,500. I ain't gonna lie though, I'm low-key scared as shit. Like, everybody else that did that shit, can we make like a group chat and just check on each other every day or something?
I just got off the phone with the lawyer. He's telling me the best options that I have are to turn myself in. Like, what did I do to deserve this?
17 members of the Broward Sheriff's Office, which include both BSO deputies and detention deputies, released from the federal courthouse in Fort Lauderdale after being indicted on charges that include wire fraud after federal investigators said they fraudulently applied for and received funds from the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP loans. Attorney Brian Silber represents 3 of the defendants, some of whom have either been suspended or placed on leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
I can't comment on the nature of the case.
Sheriff Gregory Toney said he first learned of the crimes in November of 2021, prompting him to investigate all 5,500 of his employees, including himself and other top brass. Of the 17 indicted, 7 BSO deputies and 1 sergeant in law enforcement, and 8 detention deputies and 1 sergeant in corrections. We learned the defendants involved received tens of thousands of dollars, and while the investigation has proved that some of whom were investigated did have legitimate businesses, at the very least, the 17 now facing federal charges allegedly did not.
If you're going to be participating in criminal activities, we don't want you in this profession.
That PPP loan came back to bite me in the ass, y'all. These folks want me to pay them so much money, and to think that I thought I was actually doing something right. You know how you be out here and you be trying to figure out, you know, what your next move gonna be and how you gonna make it happen. And then when something like that comes along, it kind of puts you in a trance like, damn, this is actually something that I could actually get. Now keep in mind, I do have a business, you know, and I guess the person who did my paperwork kind of screwed up. And, man, I'm put in a position where I either have to pay a lot of money or I could be going away for a while. And I never wanted that to be the case, you know. Man, that PPP loan was something, man. It was like a breakthrough for you, you know, when you were struggling and not knowing the outcome. So anybody who think that they got away with that shit, you didn't get away, man. We make terrible decisions, man, when the storm come. So when the sun come back out, we screwed, man. Y'all share this post. Follow me for updates.
Okay, you guys, I'm over here stressed out because you remember when the PP loan was here? I did the PP loan and I just got a freaking, oh my God, I just got a letter in the mail that said I'm subpoenaed to court for this. And if charged, I'm facing 10 years in federal prison. 10 years in federal. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me get the paper for you guys. I'm going to show you the paper. Hold on. Because what the fuck? 10 years. Hold on. I'm trying not to cry because I'm trying to make sure.
Baby, my biggest regret is not signing up for the PPP loan. Because all y'all free. That is my biggest regret, is not signing up for the PPP loan. Because all y'all free. Just though we shut down again, I'm signing up for a PPP, EBT, SWB, TLC, WWE. I'm signing up for everything. All of it. Run me all of it.
Baby, this is the message for the motherfuckers who missed out on a PPP loan. Baby, I sure got that motherfucking PPP loan, bitch. And when I say bitch, I was living, bitch, living. Let me tell y'all where I was when my money hit my account. Baby, I was in a tub, relaxing. Bitch, some just told me check my account. Bitch, I say 25. Oh, wow. Woo. Bitch, I took the most hoish bath in America. Bitch, I hurry up, cleaned and got on out of there, bitch. I'm 25,000 more rich around this bitch. And guess what? Motherfuckers didn't even know I got the PPP loan, because bitch, it was nobody business but mine. But guess you got to know. Chances make champions, baby. I took that motherfucking chance, and guess what? I got that PPP loan forgiven. So guess what? I don't owe them a fuck ass thing, and no, I didn't go to jail for it. Y'all the next one. Oh, bitch, I'm getting that one too. Baby, motherfuckers was scared, and guess what? I was get my information put in, and guess what? Them motherfucking bands made me dance, bitch. Bitch, I was $25,000 more up around this bitch. And yes, my name was on that motherfucking list, but I didn't give a fuck. Y'all was broke and I was up. Hallelujah.
In 2020, I actually signed up for over 15 bogus small business loans. And since I'm already going to jail, it's time to tell my side of the story. Now, this scam started out like any other good scam. An error from the government, an opportunity for me. There was a form that you could fill out online, and it would ask you 3 questions. It would ask you, do you own a small business? You would check yes. Then it would ask you if you want $10,000. You check yes. And then it would say, do you promise you own a small business? And then you check yes again, and boom, $10,000. Now, this process was like taking candy from a baby. So once I got the $10,000, I did the right thing and I told everyone I knew about. Now, at first, people were skeptical. They said, Drake, what do you mean you just answered 3 questions and then $10,000 appears in your account? But I assured them it was legit. So next thing you know, I was signing everybody up. I was taking their information, signing up for this loan, and then I was giving them $50 out of the $10,000. And until things went wrong, like really, really, really wrong, everybody was happy. And to be honest, no problems really occurred until they realized that, hey, maybe this Drake guy isn't a trapdoor salesman. Now, in my defense and everyone else's defense who had taken this opportunity, what else were we supposed to do? Big Brother had came down, locked us down, and told us we couldn't make any money. We were just doing what we had to do. I'm just glad I got to come on here and tell my side of the story. It's been real, and I will see you in 3 to 6 years.
This is Damara Holness. She's a former president of the Broward County Black Democratic Caucus. She's also the daughter of former Broward County Mayor Dale Holness, who's running for Congress. Well, she's just been charged by the feds for PPP fraud. According to the feds, she received $300,000 in PPP funds for a consulting company that supposedly had 18 employees. This company was also supposed to have around $120,000 per month in payroll expenses. However, the feds say she didn't have any employees at all. The feds also say that she paid accomplices to pretend that they were her employees. She's facing up to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. She's been released on a $100,000 surety bond. And listen, man, the feds have established a hotline where people can call and report other people. They're actively looking for the public to help them prosecute, man. Y'all be careful.
PPP loan fraud cases are popping up all over the country, but this particular one really caught my attention. 39-year-old Anton Matthews of Wheeling, West Virginia was just indicted for stealing $50,000 in a CARES Act loan fraud. In his loan application, he said he was operating a food truck making $100,000 a year, when in actuality he was serving time in prison for cocaine distribution. Yes, you heard that right. An inmate in federal prison successfully navigated the PPP loan application process to rip off $50,000 while wearing an orange jumpsuit doing air squats in the exercise yard. And while I disapprove of any fraud, I kinda gotta respect the hustle here, just a little bit. Mostly, I wish I was the FBI special agent assigned this case. I suspect that proving this one beyond a reasonable doubt won't be a heavy lift. And that's what happened. My first case as a private detective was an investigation of a CEO by the name of Martin Cow. The case involved an embezzlement he conducted using funds his company received from fraudulently obtained PPP loans during COVID. Now, the FBI was investigating the matter criminally, but my investigation was part of a civil suit for which I provided expert witness testimony about my findings. My investigation proved that Martin simultaneously applied for 2 PPP loans for his company from 2 different banks at the same time using falsely inflated payroll numbers. Once the loans funded, he diverted $2 million in the proceeds for a down payment on a beachfront house in Hawaii. Now, I'll admit that the PPP program was riddled with fraud nationwide, and the FBI is still picking up the pieces from that program. For his part, Martin lost his civil suit, and he recently pleaded guilty to the fraud in his criminal case. It'll be really interesting to see how long he goes to prison when he's sentenced in January. That's what happened. Have a great day, and be cool.
I heard them PPP loans to touch back down. Who ain't finna be on that train? Me? Baby, lock me up. Throw away the key, put it under the jail, do what you gotta do, baby. Our prison time, fed time, the money gonna be there when I get out. Everybody that did that PPP loan last time is out and free. They ain't did no jail time, they ain't even get caught. Who? PPP loan, here I come, baby. PPP stand for pressure, 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 okay? I'm finna apply it, and I'm finna get that loan back. I already know what I'm doing with the money, baby. I'm going to buy me a dinosaur. I'm finna go buy me a giraffe, all kind of unnecessary stuff to get rid of the money. I might buy up this neighborhood that I'm living in. I don't know. It just depends on how I may be feeling. If PPP loan gonna see me, gonna hear me, gonna feel me, baby. I need it. I need it in my life. I ain't declining this time, yeah? Sign me up. How much is the payout? When do I get it? How long do it take? Will they be able to track it? Will they know which account I done put it in? Let's go.
Arrest warrants are dropping. Arrests are being made right now as we speak. Do you know who's going down? The first person is Love and Hip Hop star, was sentenced to over 17 years in federal prison for misusing PPP loan money. They used it on child support allegedly and luxury items. The next person to go down is an Olympic skater. For $10 million, he screwed the government for $10 million. You know what he used the money for? To finance a film with our tax money. Lisa Bloom, allegedly a prominent attorney in Los Angeles, a woman who represented all the accusers for that Harvey Weinstein weirdo. They had to pay a fine of $274,000. These cases underscore that PPP funds, that free money wasn't so free. Did you lie on your application? Are you on the list? The list is right down here. I'm going to send you to ProPublica PPP tracker. Check to see if your name's on the list. You're going to be surprised of all the companies. Put your old business in there. Put your neighbor in there. You're going to see all the people that got free money.
People are now going to jail for taking out PPP loans back in 2020 when they really didn't need to. Now, the woman that I showed you there has gotten the biggest sentencing that any of us have seen. She is going to prison for 9.5 years. She is currently counting down on her TikTok her next 30 days here before she goes and surrenders and gives herself up to police. This woman here was making a video telling people that you did not have to take out the PPP loan. Everybody was doing it back in 2020, and now they're finally starting to go to jail. And we don't know exactly how long this guy is going away for, but he said, I might be going away for a while. That PPP loan came back to bite me. And as people in his comment section pointed out, you thought you were committing fraud, was doing something right. I got $40K in PPP loans and 100% went to pay my employees, and I got a forgiveness letter with no issues. My PPP loan was great. I followed the guidelines. When you look up PPP loan, the last one, the fourth one right there, back in October, but in the past 11 hours, 3 different people have been charged with crimes regarding their PPP loan. So if you know anyone that got a PPP loan in 2020, check on them.
PPP loan fraud cases are popping up all over the country, but this particular one really caught my attention. 39-year-old Anton Matthews of Wheeling, West Virginia was just indicted for stealing $50,000 in a CARES Act loan fraud. In his loan application, he said he was operating a food truck making $100,000 a year, when in actuality he was serving time in prison for cocaine distribution. Yes, you heard that right. An inmate in federal prison successfully navigated the PPP loan application process to rip off $50,000 while wearing an orange jumpsuit doing air squats in the exercise yard. And while I disapprove of any fraud, I kinda gotta respect the hustle here, just a little bit. Mostly, I wish I was the FBI special agent assigned this case. I suspect that proving this one beyond a reasonable doubt won't be a heavy lift. And that's what happened. Have a great day and be cool.
Seth Rogen took out a $1.8 million PPP loan. And before you watch the rest of this video, in December, I think, of 2024, he came out with a new drink. It's called Houseplant. I suggest you go and support him and buy it because it has 3 milligrams of THC in it, and it might help the hit when I tell you that his loan most likely was forgiven. A lot of them were. So from what I'm reading, it's just if the company met certain criteria, they forgave the loan, is basically. So if you paid payroll, you did this with the money, you did that. I don't know if anything was checked on anyone, but we know. So he says his quote, he's worth $80 million. His quote, life as I see it is R-rated. I don't even know how to answer that, but stay tuned because today I'm gonna bring down the banking system in a fun way.
Y'all might not see me too much longer. I ended up getting a letter in the mail from the IRS. That fucking PPP loan got my motherfucking ass. That shit got me. I took out a loan for $50,000 and I don't know how I'm gonna pay that shit back. Like when you in a fucked up situation, you in a bind, you in a fucked up situation, man, you willing to do any motherfucking thing to get out that shit. You willing to do anything to get out that motherfucking shit. You know, I was just in a tight spot. I was in a tight spot and I needed some money. And I didn't know they was just offering people money. And it's just like, we was in a motherfucking recession and the fucking pandemic, man. Wasn't nobody working for real, man. And then they told me that they told me I gotta pay the money back or I'm gonna face federal prison time, dog. Federal prison time, man. It's like y'all was just trying to, it's like this was a setup or some shit. And that was y'all playing with us like that, man. This shit ain't right. This shit ain't right. Donald Trump, you gotta do something about this, bro. Help a nigga out. You say you fuck with us. You say you fuck with us. Shit, show me. Show me, Donald Trump. Fuck with me, nigga.